Well, you coming?
Today I've got a new set that I've been kind of anxious to receive, and I had the earlier one of these about 20 years ago. Actually, almost exactly 20 years ago because the movie came out 20 years ago. And I see they've got a new special edition one, and the price tag on that is phenomenal, to say the least. As always, make sure to be careful when we unbox this because we don't want to damage the box. Sometimes things come and they're damaged in transit or whatever, and you gotta send it back. So sending it back in the original box is always easier than trying to go find a new box. I've mostly been showing the Bachmann train sets, but I'm always impressed by the artwork on the boxes, and this one is no exception. And I understand it's always a selling point, but I like to give credit where credit is due, and the artwork on this box is very nice. And right here we've got the wall transformer. This is just the cord that plugs in to the straight track. It's got the power lock on it. Here's the tender with the built-in speaker, and the drawbar on this is a little bit different than what we're used to with the old straight-up Lionels. This one has looks like a telephone cord adapter jack thingy on it. So be very careful when you're attaching and detaching this. Also, Lionel tells me that you can't mix and match tenders in locomotives. So, for example, I can't take the tender off the Polar Express and go stick it on my John Deere set, or vice versa. It says that there could be irreversible damage and it's not covered by a warranty, yada yada yada. Also, on the Polar Express locomotive, it's good and heavy. It's got a lot of metal in it, and it feels good. Feels like a nice traditional Lionel. It has a smoke unit that you can turn on and off, and make sure that if you're operating the smoke unit that you've got fluid in it, otherwise turn the smoke unit off to avoid damage. And the cars are pretty light. They're a little different than the original Polar Express. These have snow on the roof instead of a black clerestory roof with just little hooks on it to put the figures on. This one has little footprints, but still has the hooks for the figures. So just interesting to see that they've changed it. They're still lit, and Lionel's got a whole website, pages of all kinds of add-ons for the Polar Express. Extra coaches, dining cars, sleeping cars, disappearing hobo car, there's a freight set, there's buildings, all kinds of interesting things to look at, and they all have a traditional Lionel price tag on them. Shocking. So probably about 20 years ago now, Lionel came out with this fast track, and it's got the rails embedded in the roadbed with some screw holes in it, so it makes it easy to fasten it down. It's also pretty easy to assemble and disassemble. The great thing about Lionel track is that the power goes through the middle, and it goes through the locomotive motor and then back out to the outside rails, so you don't have to worry about fancy wiring for reverse loops. And the cool thing about Lionel switches is that they automatically throw, so if you're coming the wrong way, it'll throw the switch to make it go through without derailing. And I've had pretty good luck with their switches. They have several different flavors of smoke fluid, if you will. I've seen coffee, which we have, the Christmas tree smell, there's vanilla, all kinds of different flavors for you to check out, and it only takes a few drops. So a couple things about this set. It doesn't have electrocouplers. That's only available on certain engines, and this one is not one of them. There's about 5 or 6 announcements. A couple of them are for stopped.
Well, you coming? Pick it, please. The last step of warfare.
One of the other announcements is triggered after it runs 30 seconds. And you can see I've got the little figures on the train now.
Ticket, please. All aboard.
So there's only 5 or 6 pre-programmed, but with the LionChief app on your phone, you can pre-record some voice announcements and then they'll play. So in order to toggle between this and your LionChief app, you have to basically unplug the train set or go in the app and disconnect it manually, and then it still is looking for something. So I find that if you just unplug it, wait a few seconds, plug it back in, it'll go back from this to the app or vice versa. Additionally, the activator track right there, you can see a little red light come on. That does not work for animated accessories. You need to get a different piece for that. That is only going to run certain accessories. So you have to, if you buy like the station or the house or whatever happens that is activated when the train goes by, you have to buy the activator track section. That's not it. One of the other things I didn't realize until just now, the original Polar Express came with the big orange Lionel boxes, so every car was individually boxed with a liner, and this one is not the case. So it's typical of pretty much all the train sets now where they're not individually boxed anymore, and I'm guessing it's to save packaging, save space, whatever. I did like that individually packaged boxes. It was easy to store them, so that's not available with this new train set. Alright, well there you have it, the Lionel LionChief 5.0 Bluetooth Polar Express train set, and in a lot of ways it's better than the original. In some ways it's not quite as good. The advantage of this one over the old one is that you've got the LionChief app and the remote so that you can run a couple trains at once. You can also get the voice commands, all the extra sounds that the original didn't have. The original only came with the steam whistle and the tender. This one has all these extra sounds. It's got the snow on the roof. The figures are pretty much the same. You've got the extra accessory activator that's not really an accessory activator for a lot of the Polar Express things, but it's there. I guess the only thing I'm disappointed in about this train is it didn't come with the original or individual boxes. So I think it's a good train, and I'm happy with it. And like I said, I'll be having the old original Polar Express up for sale on eBay soon. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and look forward to showing you some more trains. Thanks for watching.